And one of them is, Sam Darnold, there he goes again. So when Sam Darnold came out, and I took a lot of crap for this, I said he's about 80% of Andrew Luck. That's his comp, is that Andrew Luck's more naturally talented, has a better, quicker release. But that's Andrew Luck. That both played in the Pac-12, both playmakers, both can be reckless. Do y'all remember how many picks that Andrew Luck threw? In 6 years, 5 double-digit years. Andrew Luck averaged an interception per game in his career. Sam Darnold has averaged 1 pick a game in his career. And Andrew Luck never played for the Jets. He got Bruce Arians in a weak division. Sam Darnold got Belichick. All right? So if you look at their numbers for our radio audience, Andrew Luck and Sam Darnold. Darnold's more accurate, TD interception ratio very close, passer rating, slight edge Luck. Both had 9 games in their career with 3 or more interceptions. And both had at least 5 seasons with 10-plus interceptions. And again, Andrew Luck got Bruce Arians. That's a pretty good first gig, right? Sam didn't. In fact, if you take the Jets out and just count Carolina, Minnesota, and Seattle, Sam looks like an A quarterback. So for the record, what was the worst game Andrew Luck ever had? 4 interceptions against Belichick in the playoffs. What are the 2 worst games Sam Darnold's ever had? Both against the Rams. One last year in Minnesota versus the Rams in the playoffs, and this weekend. So they've got his number, and they've also got a great young defense. But just never forget this. Andrew Luck, 9 career games with 3 or more picks. That's Darnold. So when I see, Sam's got a ceiling. Did Andrew Luck have a ceiling? I thought Andrew Luck was going to win Super Bowls. Now, I do think Andrew is more talented than Sam, but I think it's his comp. I told executives, I talked before the draft, I loved him. Not everybody loved him. They said he's too reckless. And I said, well, isn't Andrew Luck reckless? Andrew Luck's just a bit more talented. But if you look at the numbers, and again, Andrew Luck didn't have to go to the Jets. You watched Quinnen Williams last night. He's back to being a great player. He's back to being dominant. Here's the Seahawks coach, Mike McDonald, on Darnold's mistakes.
I think the majority of them came late in downs where we just need to get to the next play. And Sam's played in time and in rhythm a lot this year, and he's made a lot of plays for us doing that, and he's also made a lot of plays off schedule. So, again, you don't want to take the playmaker out of him, but you also need to understand, when we need to be able to get the next play versus putting the ball in jeopardy down the field.
Yeah, the Rams, Bill Belichick and the Rams have given Sam Darnold a lot of trouble. Outside of that, he's pretty good.
Yeah. And that's why I'm excited to see the development of Sam Darnold with the Seattle Seahawks team. Does he finally have the infrastructure? The defensive head coach as a leader to help him see and understand things differently that he hasn't had in the past. The experience of Clint Kubiak. I'm fascinated to see that coaching duo, both offense and defense, and seeing how they put Sam Darnold in a position to succeed against a team like the Rams. People see it as this inherent defect with Sam, and I just simply do not see that at all. Before I get any further, Seattle Seahawks fans, please do not forget to subscribe and watch the full length of the video. You guys know better than anyone, as these are the charts that you guys have helped create, that when you guys watch the full length of the video, that when you guys subscribe, everything just goes through the roof, and it is the best possible way to support the growth of this channel so I can keep making the best possible Seattle Seahawks content that I can, and that we can become firmly rooted in this sports talk world. But yes, the Seattle Seahawks, Sam Darnold, is he an elite quarterback? Yes, no, maybe so. I mean, right now, Sam Darnold, he's 6th in passer rating. He's second in completion percentage. He's 7th in passing yards. He's 10th in touchdowns. He's second in big time throws. He's actually bottom 10 in turnover worthy plays. Now, when he's had a turnover worthy play, unfortunately, most of the time, he's had to suffer the consequences for it. But he has 10 turnover worthy plays. Matthew Stafford has 8. Patrick Mahomes has 16. Patrick Mahomes is actually putting the ball in harm's way more than Matthew Stafford. He's number 1 in the NFL in average depth of target. 9.9. He is the highest rated deep ball passer of 20 or more yards. 98.3. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. With a completion percentage of 63.9, which is the best in the NFL. 63.9. And before we want to say, yeah, but like Jackson Smith and Jigba, when we factor in drops, he is still 63.9. He is still higher than everyone else when we factor in drops. What does that mean? It means he's delivering the most accurate deep ball in the NFL. And his deep ball passer rating is 135.4, which is second in the NFL. And if we want to go by the almighty intermediate throw, which is sometimes seen as the most difficult throw, because you kind of have to really have this perfect layered throw of not throwing it too far, not throwing it too short, where you got to really kind of drop it in between the defense. He has the second highest completion percentage in the NFL with 68.8%. And has 10 touchdowns, 11.9 yards per attempt, and a passer rating of 116.1. To put that in context, excuse me, Patrick Mahomes, 62.3%, Josh Allen, 63%, Sam Darnold, 68.8%. He's got 10 touchdowns. Josh Allen has 7. Patrick Mahomes has 6. And he leads the NFL in intermediate touchdown throws for 10. And now we got the almighty behind the line of scrimmage pass, which I'm a huge fan of. It's a coaching stat for me more than anything. It's a way how to help you out your quarterback. I've always pointed it out for Patrick Mahomes because Andy Reid has hooked Patrick Mahomes up with these behind the line of scrimmage passes, screen passes. And it's no surprise that Patrick Mahomes is at the top of the NFL right now with the most passing yards behind the line of scrimmage, 91.5% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 432 yards. And the outlier is actually Josh Allen's finally up there. And that's really because he's had a couple of these big screenplay passes that have really gone the distance. Hasn't really been a reliable, consistent aspect of his game. But where is Sam Darnold in this list? At the bottom. So low, I got to do it reverse just to make him at the top so you can actually see it. He's bottom 8 with 117 yards, 0 touchdowns. I mean, we got quarterbacks like Mahomes, 279. Now, this is screen passes. These are true screen passes. 2 touchdowns, 279 yards. Baker Mayfield, 276 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, he's got 42 completions that are screen passes. 49 for Patrick Mahomes. 34 for Caleb Williams. 23 for Stafford. Stafford's got 2 touchdowns, 191 yards, 23 completions from screen passes. Again, these are schemed throws. These are guaranteed. This is a coaching stat that Andy Reid himself has said when evaluating a quarterback in college, because this is, these quarterbacks do this stuff all the time now. It's such a pass happy offense. And so much of it is because they do so many more of these short passes behind line of scrimmage, screen passes, et cetera. And Andy Reid's like, I just throw that all out. When I'm trying to evaluate a quarterback, I don't even look at that. Why? Because any quarterback can do it. And Sam Darnold, the benefit that he's had of this is 84 yards and 19 completions. So he hasn't even been able to benefit from these easier, more guaranteed completions to help boost his completion percentage up, his passer rating. his total yards, some touchdowns. I mean, we got some quarterbacks out here that are getting lots of touchdowns from some of these screen passes. And, again, completions. Bo Nix, what is going on here? 54 completions. 49 completions for Patrick Mahomes. 42 for Baker. You're talking triple the amount that someone like Sam has, or Jalen Hurts, and, Drake May too. That stuff matters. When you get that low where they're at, where Jalen, Drake, and Sam are actually, you're starting to now get to quarterbacks who didn't even play the full season. Dylan Gabriel, Spencer Rattler, C.J. Stroud, Marcus Mariota, Jaden Daniels, Mac Jones, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has played the full season. Lamar Jackson hasn't. Right? Like you're talking about the vast majority of these quarterbacks all down here, that low of a range, have not played the full season. So he hasn't even benefited from that, and yet he's still putting up all these top numbers. It's pretty impressive. It's incredibly impressive. So we can stop pretending like Sam Darnold has not been great. We can stop pretending, Sam Darnold, he's been exposed. He's turned into a pumpkin. I mean, that's all. People just could not wait to jump to that. Could not wait to jump to that after that Los Angeles Rams game. Which is funny to me. It really is. That we so desperately want someone to fail or be bad that we're just willing to overlook all the other moments of greatness that this guy has, that he's done. And to keep putting this cap on him and keep digging the floor so we can lower him. And it's just like, I don't know. Do you know how many quarterbacks lose all the time? Do you know how many quarterbacks fail to make the playoffs? Fail in the playoffs? Like, don't win Super Bowls? Like, it's kind of weird that so many people are all in on trying to expose the truth of just how bad Sam Darnold is. It's like, sure. If Sam Darnold is a bad quarterback, then we actually only have like 2 great quarterbacks in the NFL. If that. And I don't even know who they'd be then right now. If we look at it over the last like 2-3 years, I'm not so sure I know then who actually would be considered the top quarterback. Matthew Stafford in 24. Everyone's talking about Stafford being the best quarterback and he's elite MVP. In 2024, he had a 65.8% completion percentage, 3,762 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. And a passer rating of 93.7, all inferior to what Sam Darnold is doing right now. So I don't know what to tell you. Matthew Stafford in 2023, 62.6% completion percentage, 3,965 yards, 24 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and a passer rating of 92.5. And again, I think Matthew Stafford is elite. I think Matthew Stafford is special. I think Matthew Stafford is awesome. There seems to be a lot of confusion with my Seattle Seahawks take where I think Stafford isn't great. I think Stafford is awesome. I love Matthew Stafford. He is a brilliant quarterback, and I can watch that dude pass all day, every day. I'm genuinely furious that his career was wasted so heavily in Detroit because we were robbed of greatness. And if you're a Seahawks fan, you should just be nothing but grateful, have nothing but gratuity that the Lions did not send Stafford to LA a lot sooner. So it is just funny how we can kind of distort things, honestly. One quarterback is the king, the other quarterback is not. Because reasons. And it's also kind of interesting because you can't say Super Bowl or playoff performances because Matthew Stafford didn't have a Super Bowl before he got to LA. Matthew Stafford didn't have a playoff win before LA. before Sean McVay, who before Stafford actually got to a Super Bowl, actually won playoff games, got to NFC Championship games. I'm just saying. Multiple things can be true at once. Not everything has to be black and white thinking. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Sam Darnold? Has he developed into an elite quarterback? How do you feel about his production this season? Has he been exposed? Is he really not that good? Is he a bum? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. As I said, we are building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.